Representing the United States of America, Claressa Shields.
When you grow up here in Flint, I think it is hard to believe in the American dream.
Nearly 300 employees are being laid off.
We're losing jobs every day.
I don't feel like you have equal opportunity here.
Flint residents stormed the state capitol this week, calling for the resignation of the governor.
This was a man-made disaster. This was avoidable. This was preventable.
This is not a third world country.
The city needs something to uplift them, to inspire. I think I give all those people hope.
Flint, Michigan, once a thriving General Motors factory town, now a symbol of hopelessness and neglect. But for Olympic champion Claressa Shields,
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Proud of you. Thank you.
Flint has always just been home.
I always make time for my family. Because at the end of the day, if I was to go broke and, not be able to box, I would always have my family. They wouldn't just, disown me. That's what love is, unconditional love is what I have for my family. Can you shut that door?
She's a big sister to her brother Peanut.
Well, you need a freaking haircut, my God.
I need money for a haircut is what I need.
$10.
I don't got $10.
And an aunt to her nephew Bradford.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Hey.
Claressa was born on March 17th, 1995, to Marcella Adams and Clarence Shields, a former boxer.
When she was a little bitty baby, she slept on my chest every night. I used to sit her in my lap and throw jabs with her like this,
But when Claressa was 2 years old, her father went to prison for burglary. Her mother struggled to take care of her and her siblings.
I went a lot of days without eating, and I went a lot of days with, giving my little brother and my sister the food. She used to drink and party a lot, always have her friends over and stuff like that. My mom was always around all these different kind of guys, but it was always men around, always.
One of these men, Claressa says, assaulted her.
At 5, I was raped. I told my grandmother about it, and told my Aunt Mary about it, and my family members took action and got me away from that.
When you think about that little girl at that time, what was she dealing with?
I don't think about it. I didn't understand what was going on at that age of 5, and I just knew it wasn't right, and I wanted it to stop happening.
But Claressa says it didn't stop, that there was another man who would violate her.
I was molested at maybe 7 or 8, but it was like the molesting would have went further if I didn't speak up on it, So I spoke up on it right away.
Claressa's family chose not to involve the police. Instead, she would learn to protect herself and her siblings.
I had found a way to get away from those things. Like I had my own room. I would put the couch against the door. I would let my little sister, my little brother sleep in the room with me. Nobody came in my room. Nobody.
For Claressa, there were different torments outside the home.
I got bullied growing up in school. I was real quiet. I was real smart. I was real skinny. And I think over the years, after being bullied and not ever saying nothing about it, that it just built up the anger that I had. And then by the time I got in the 5th grade, I was fighting everybody. I was fighting 7th graders, 8th graders. I was fighting boys all the time.
In 2006, when Claressa was 11, her father was released from prison. She might already have been a fighter, but it was he who sparked her interest in boxing.
My dad had told me a story about Layla Ali and Muhammad Ali and how she took after her dad. My dad used to be a boxer. So I asked him if he would sign me up.
I didn't want her to box. I wanted her to do something else because, you know, she used to run track before that. And she used to play on the girls' basketball team. I was trying to tell her, you can accomplish what you want to accomplish in life, but you know, you don't get nothing out if you don't put nothing in it.
The next day, Claressa's father reluctantly brought her here to the boxing gym at Burston Fieldhouse.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't pay any attention to her because I didn't want to mess with no female boxers. I didn't believe in female boxing.
You were the only girl?
Only girl when I came down. Everybody else was boys. 3 months came and I was hitting the bag. Some guy walks in and he says, man, that boy can fight. And I looked at him and I said, what? He said, you can fight, man. I said, I'm a girl.
We have this thing we do on the wall where everybody learn their technique. Man, and she was doing it better than the boys. And that's when I grabbed her. I said, come here, you gotta come with me.
You stole her?
Yeah, I said, come here, you gotta come with me.
Claressa had found her calling. She would often run to the gym through Flint's toughest neighborhood before dawn, alone.
I think I was running from failure. And the more I ran, the further I got away from it. And I ran a lot.
She would be the first one here every time. I say, okay, be down to Burston at 8 o'clock. She would be here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I just felt accepted when I walked into this gym. I felt like I was cared about here. You know, I got told, good job. You looking good, you looking sharp, you looking strong, keep it up.
We had another trainer down here by the name of Bean. I call him every night, and I tell him, I say, hey man, this girl doing better than all of them. She doing better than all of the boys. And I say, Bean, I think we got something special.
Right there, let that right hand go.
In 2009, when Claressa was 14, the International Olympic Committee made an announcement that would change her life.
The sport of women boxing has progressed a lot, a tremendous amount in the last 5 years, and it was about time to include them in the games.
For the first time, women's boxing would be part of the Olympics at the 2012 Games in London.
I have these diaries that I go back and read, and I'm looking at it from when I was in the freaking 9th grade, and I'm reading it, and it says, I have to get focused on my dreams of winning the Olympic gold medal when I turned 17. That was my dream.
With her sights now set on London, Claressa redoubled her efforts in the gym. But at home, her life was still in chaos.
Yeah, I had to go over there in the middle of the night sometime and get her. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I had to go get her.
Why?
She was hungry. And she said her mother was tripping. I gotta go get her then. I gotta protect her. I didn't want her on the streets, so that's when I moved her in with me.
He wasn't my coach. He was he's like my dad, my second dad.
Working with Jason Crutchfield, Claressa rapidly developed into a genuine Olympic hopeful.
Let's go, Claressa!
By the time she turned 17 in early 2012, she was dominant, even against much more experienced fighters. She was undefeated in more than 36 fights.
She got that old school dog in her, man. She a fighter. She really want to come in there and fight and really brawl. She want to knock you out every time she step in that ring.
In April 2012, just 3 months before the Olympics, the kid from Flint traveled all the way to China to fight in the World Championships. In her second bout, Claressa faced Savannah Marshall of Great Britain and lost. It was the first defeat of her career.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
She called me crying from China. She like, I lost. What? I lost. I said, it's only one loss. You had like 30-some fights and there's only one loss. You just gotta keep going. It ain't the end of the world. She came back, she was ready. She was kind of down at first. But like I told her, you can't sit in that. You gotta get back up.
And Claressa did get back up. She still qualified for the Olympics. And by July, she was off to London.
Going to the Olympics at 17 it meant everything to me, to be honest.
There would be the opening ceremony and the athletes' village. All the perks of being an Olympian.
You're just gonna beat me up, aren't you?
I won't do that. I just grew vicious and I wanted to destroy anything that got in my way of my gold medal. I was just gonna take what was mine. I wasn't gonna let it be taken away by the judges. I wasn't gonna get it by a split decision or lose by 1 point. I'm gonna dominate every match.
3,700 miles away, Flint was watching.
Every day we would put out what time the watch party was gonna be. Her mom was there, sister was there, family was there, you know, and it would be like business people, and it was also people from the inner city, and everybody just there cheering for her.
In the gold medal bout, Claressa faced Russia's Nadezhda Torlapova. She was taller and heavier, and at 33, almost twice Claressa's age. Claressa started slowly, but then...
In that second round, I came off smoking. I just like, now, I done seen what she got. I done got hit with her best shots. Now it's time to go. And I went in there and I picked it up, second and third, fourth round. It's an easy match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the red corner, representing the United States of America, Claressa Shields.
After winning the Olympic gold medal, after standing on the podium, after doing all those months of training, years of training, I walked out the thing and, you know, it was a crowd there and it was Jason. I just walked up to him and I just kind of fell into him, put my head down, and he gave me a hug. And I was just drained.
I just kissed that gold medal. I said, she wouldn't let me wear it, so I said, just let me kiss it. She wouldn't let me wear it. I said, it's yours, you deserve it, you work for it.
I did what I was supposed to do. I made myself proud, my family proud, my city proud, my country proud.
At 17, Claressa was the youngest Olympic gold medalist in boxing since 1924.
I'm a little overwhelmed. I can't imagine, but I'm happy though. Everybody in my city was happy. You know, I'm always seeing everybody mad or sad or going through something. Everybody was happy. Everybody wanted a picture. Everybody knew who Claressa Shields was. So now I've been home for 2 days and cleaning my room. Filthy in here. It's time to clean up. I went to a couple interviews, had a couple of celebrations. Now it's time to get back to normal. Well, I ain't gonna get back to normal for a little bit, but at least my room can be clean.
But life in Flint as an Olympic champion wasn't all that different from life before the Games.
As an Olympic gold medalist, I thought that life would be way easier. I thought I would be in TVs, be in magazines. I had thought that I'd be on a Wheaties box. I just couldn't let myself dwell on what I didn't get. It was like, kind of like my past, you know, like my childhood. It happened, I adjusted to it, and I made the best out of my situation.
With the Summer Games in Brazil approaching, Claressa, who's now 21 and favored to win gold again, is living and training at the U.S. Olympic facility in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
My whole goal with boxing is to go down in history as the best women's fighter in the world. Matter of fact, don't even gotta say the best women's fighter, the best fighter in the world, period.
But amid the training, Claressa also finds herself in a new role as an ambassador for a city whose plight seemed unthinkable in modern America.
Major developments from Flint, Michigan. Families there being told that even filtering their water will not make it safe to drink.
Of course, now, when people in the U.S. and around the world think of Flint, they think of the water crisis.
The gun violence is way more important than the water crisis. I know these 15 guys who are my friends who have been murdered. When are we gonna take care of these murders and the violence and the poverty here? That's what I wanna know. Hey, come on. Hey, how you doing, Jason? This gonna be the next superstar. Look at his face. Next world champ right here. This is what I'm talking about.
Whatever happens next, Claressa Shields will be fighting for herself and, more than ever, for Flint.
The city needs something to uplift them, to inspire. I think I give everybody who believes that you are stuck here and that you can't make it out, I think I give all those people hope.